Om Shri Ganeshaya Namaha. Om Shri Saraswatyai Namaha. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Shri Ram Jaya Ram Jaya Jaya Ram. 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 Jaya Jaya Ram. Jaya Jaya Ram. Om Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedhase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitayah Pataye Namaha. Om Shri Ramachandraya Namaha. Atulita Baladhamam Hema Shailabhadeham Danujavana Krishanum Jnaninam Agraganyam Sakala Gunanidhanam Vanaranam Adhisham Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Raghupati Priya Bhaktam Vatajatan Namami. Om Shri Hanumate Namaha. Om Dhyayami Chinmayanandam Gurudevam Mahamatim Prema Purnam Kriyashilam Sada Lokahite Ratam Kripalum Sundarakaram Samartham Satyadarshinam Vacha Tattva Prakashinya Shoka Moha Vinashinam. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Namah Shri Tulsi Dasa Sadvarishtaya Dhimate Puritam Hridayam Yena Rama Premamrite Nami. Om Shri Tulsi Dasaya Namaha. Hari Om, a very warm welcome. Bhagavan called Lakshmana. Lachimana dekhu moragana nachata barida peki. Hey Lakshmana, look at these beautiful peacocks. They have started coming out and they have spread their feathers and they are dancing. But look at me. Grihi biratirata harashajasa Vishnu bhagata kahu dekhi. Even a householder who has a leaning towards dispassion, even he would rejoice the presence of a Vishnu Bhakta, a devotee of Vishnu, they will be very happy, whereas I am lost because of the absence of Sita. Now there is a very beautiful description of the rainy season that has entered and the summer has moved away. And it is in the rainy season, the peacocks and all have come out. Now see what beautiful description is given in the 14th Chaupai. घन घमंडन भगर जत घोरा प्रियाहीन डर पत मन मोरा दामिनी दम करहन घन माही खल कै प्रीति जथा थिर नाही बरसहि जलद भूमि नियराये जथा नवहि बुध विद्या पाये बूंद अघात रहहि गिरि कैसे खल के बचन संत सह जैसे क्षुद्र नदी भरी चली तोराई जस थोरे हूँ धन खल इतराई भूमि परत भाढ़ाबर पानी जनु जीवहि माया लपटानी समिति समिति जल भरहि तलावा जिमि सदगुण सज्जन पहियावा सरिता जल जल निधि महु जाई होई अचल जिमि जीव हरि पाई हरित भूमि तृण संकुल समुझि परहि नहीं पंथ जिमि पाखंड बादते गुप्त होहि सद ग्रंथ सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। घन घमंडन भगर जत घोरा। Once the summer has moved out, then Ghara Ghamanda Nabha, in the space, very dark clouds start gathering in the sky. Gharachata Gora, and they make so much of noise, terrible noise. Through what? Through thunder. Priyahi nadar patamana mora. But hey Lakshmana, bereft of my beloved Sita, my heart also trembles. Without Sita, I am unable to enjoy this romantic, beautiful scene of dark clouds. And such beautiful atmosphere I am unable to enjoy. Why? Because my heart also trembles and makes so much of noise within, like the thunder that is coming up there in the sky. Just as the dark clouds are seen, my heart is filled with darkness without Sita. Damini damakarahana ghana mahi. The lightning flashes, isn't it? Lightning throws up light for a fraction of a second. Dhamaka damaka rahana ghana mahi. Amidst these terrible clouds, dark clouds, the thunder and lightning, they appear so much like flash. Probably a child or a small boy would say, Bhagavan is taking photograph from there, that is why flashlights are on. The lightning is like a flash, Khal kai preeti jatha thira nahi. It is a very, very strong statement. It is like a wicked person having friendship. The wicked person's friendship is always swartha. It is never for good. 1. 2. A wicked person's friendship is always a negative aspect in our life. Dusht se dur raho. Even in Tamil Bhasha we say, Dushtare kandal dura vilagu. Whenever you find a wicked person, keep him away. And those people's friendship are never to last. It will always end very soon, and many times it ends with lot of pain and suffering. Khalakai priti, the wicked person's love, friendship, jata thiranahi, it is never sthira. It is always asthira. Barashahi jalada bhumi niyaraye. What a beautiful explanation. He says, the learned people, the way they bend, meaning what? Vidya dadati vinayam. The learned people, they bend. Like that, the clouds also have bent. With the weight of the clouds, they bend. And the clouds, they pour water down, and as though the cloud have touched the ground, bending down just before the rain started. Boonda aghata sahi giri kaise. The mountains on which the rains fall, they are quiet. They quietly endure the severe fall of the heavy rain created by the clouds. And they endure. We have people, every season they go on complaining. Swamiji, I think this year the heat has increased by, I think, 5 degrees it must. Every year, Swamiji, heat is increasing. And every year they say the same statement. Now remember, let us say the heat has increased to 40 degrees. Here we are talking of South India. 40 degrees. Swamiji, it's terrible. It's terrible. Every year it is increasing, Swamiji. See, if that is the case, by now it should have gone 100. Is it not? It appears to go up and appears to come down. It goes on changing a little. But we, out of our mind, we keep saying, oh, Swamiji. And rainy season, terrible rain, Swamiji. I have never seen such a rain. This year is so horrible. Winter, Swamiji, very, very cold. So cold. Last year and previous year and all, it was not so cold, Swamiji. They would have said the same statement the last year and the previous year also. They keep on mentioning. Every year they complain. Bhunda aghata sahahi giri kaise. The mountains so beautifully endure the fall of the rain. Khal ke bachana santa sahajaise. Even as the saints would put up the atrocious behavior of the so-called wicked people. The saints put up the wicked people. The mountains endure the rains. Now see, and people go on complaining. Very beautiful example is given. An elephant walks majestic. I think we mentioned this example earlier in another context also. Elephant walks majestically. Dogs keep barking on the sides of you. They dare not come anywhere near, but then they go on barking. Elephant doesn't bother. It walks majestically, unaffected by the barking. The saints and sages, they are unaffected. They keep walking and enjoying the beautiful surrounding, beautiful atmosphere, beautiful climate, wonderful rains also. Isn't it? Chudra nadi bhari chali torai. Lot of streamlets keep, flowing. When the rainy season comes, especially in the mountain regions, you will find small streams. They just started during that season and they end by the end of the season, they end. Then you will not find that stream. They end after some time. But then that stream slowly starts flowing down and then going towards some pond, etc. Some will go to the nearest river and join the river. Small streams. Jasa thorehu dhana khala hitarai. Like the stream that flows fast towards downstairs, it appears as the stream is so excited, so delighted, etc. Like how the wicked people would feel elated with small fortunes. Please note, all these descriptions are given with reference to the movement of the mental thoughts of people. Jasa thorehu dhana kalaitarai. Little funds, little money they get, they show off that they are all great, wealthy people and things. Actually, the wealthy people won't even show off anything. They will just be walking like one regular pant and shirt and one old slipper. They will be walking on the road. But people who have just got money, for some little money they would have got, immediately they wear all some good pant and shirts and a nice watch and beautiful mobile and things like that. And they want to show off to people that they are very rich and stuff like that. I was just watching some videos and there I found there is this person who comes in a cab every morning to the office with all the time phone on the ear. I think phone can be stuck in the ear like that with some Fevicol or something. Because all the time anyway it is here. At least your hands will not pain. All the time on phone, some people. They'll come and get down in the cab. What is the salary? 25,000 per month. And here are 3 people coming on a bike. 3 men coming on a bike. What is their salary? Each one will get 90,000, 1 lakh per month. But then they won't show off. There are such people also. There are 2 varieties. Small people show off big. Empty vessels make more noise, it is said. These little streamlets will make lot of noise and jump over the stones and make all of noise. Like how the wicked will feel elated. Jasa thorehu dhana khala. Khala means wicked people. When they get little money, they show off themselves. Bhumi parata bha dabara pani. The water becomes, when that stream falls in on a mud and things like that, what will happen? The mud will become muck. Isn't it? And it actually is a pain, it is a disturbance. People can walk and then fall down, etc. Bhumi parata bha dabara. Janu jiva hi maya lapatani. The jiva, the embodied soul, because it is enveloped by Maya, as soon as it's born, it comes out because of Maya, isn't it? The Jiva comes out as an embodied soul due to Maya. Samiti jala bharahita lava. The water coming from various directions because of this rain, they gather into a pool. And Jimi Sadaguna Sajjana Pahiyava, even as Sajjana, saintly people. Now see, two variations can be noted here. One, these water which falls on the mountain and little stream it forms and then falls into a small pool, etc., and collects there. Similarly, there are another version which says, saintly people, they collect small virtues and then they collect and their heart becomes so noble. One is the water can go into earth, into the mud and make a muck there and disturb people, which is very dangerous. At the same time, the same water, when it flows down, it can make a pool and help people with good water. Now, two types are there. Sarita jala jala nidhi mahujayi. The water of those streams becomes still. Now see, when the same water flows into a river and goes into the ocean, becomes one with the ocean, it loses its identity itself. Becomes one with the ocean. Similarly, these small jivas, when they go and become one with Bhagavan, they lose their inner identity. The saints and sages are those people who direct us towards that supreme Brahman. Hoi achala jimi jiva haripai. Just as the ego finally, when it surrenders at the feet of the Lord, it finds its destination, which is Lord Himself, and loses its identity. Tulsi says, Harita bhumi trina sankula samujhi parahi nahi pantha. On the earth, during this rainy season, when the rain falls, even the path that was created during summer by people walking, because of the rains everywhere, the grass grows and the path is also not found. Green earth is seen everywhere. It is completely covered by the grass and the tracks cannot be even seen. Jimi pakhanda badate gupta hohi sada grantha. And very strong mention here. He says, people who do not understand the grantha properly, they misinterpret the grantha, and because of the misinterpretations, even the sacred holy books get covered, get wrong identity because of the misinterpretations. We have so many schools of thoughts today, isn't it? Each school of thought interprets the same grantha in different ways. Similarly, there is one school, Pakhanda Bada. Those who misinterpret the same grantha finds its way completely covered by such misinterpretations. Continuing in the 15th Chaupai, दादुर धुनि चहु दिशा सुहाई वेद पढ़हि जनु बटु समुदायी नव पल्लव भय बिटप अनेका साधक मन जस मिले विवेका अर्कजवास पात बिनु भयऊ जस सुराज खल उद्यम गयऊ खोजत कतहु मिलई नहीं दूरी करई क्रोध जिमि धर्महि दूरी शशि संपन्न सोह महि कैसी उपकारी कै संपत्ति जैसी निशितम घन खद्योत विराजा जनु दंभिन कर मिला समाजा महावृष्टि चली फूटी कियारी, जिमि सुतंत्र भये बिगरहि नारी, कृषि निरावहि चतुर किसाना, जिमि बुध तजहि मोह मद माना, देखियत चक्रबाक खगनाई, कलिहि पाई जिमि धर्म पराई, ऊषर बरषई तृण नहीं जामा, जिमि हरि जनहिय उपजन कामा, विविध जंतु संकुल मही भ्राजा, प्रजा बाढ़ जिमि पाई सुराजा, जहाँ तह रहे पति कथकी नाना, जिमि इंद्रिय गण उपजे ज्ञाना, कबहु प्रबल बह मारुत, जहाँ तह मेघ बिलाही, जिमि कपूत के उपजे कुल सद्धर्म न साही, कबहु दिवस महनि बिढ़तम, कबहु क प्रगट पतंग, बिनसई उपजई ज्ञान, जिमि पाई कुसंग सुसंग, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Very interesting chaupai. Now see the moods of Bhagavan. Right now Bhagavan is not in the good frame of mind because Sita ji has been kidnapped. Isn't it true? Whenever we are in distress, at that time lot of negative thoughts also will come and lot of comparing thoughts of good also will come. But then our mind is enveloped by, covered by, veiled by the negative aspects of life. Ramchandra ji now is in such a very different frame of mind, whereby there are a lot of negative thoughts that is being presented. At the same time, on the other side, some good thoughts are also given. We will see how various angles, various examples are being given by Ramchandra ji. दादुर धुन चहु दिशा सुहाई. He says, while he is walking during this rainy season, everywhere the frogs are croaking. And then he says, it reminds as to how a batch of Vatu Jano, a group of Vatus, religious students, brahmacharis, brahmachari samudayi, Janu Vatu samudayi, group of brahmacharis, Veda padahi. They all chant Vedas. Why did this come? We will see. It is said, I read in one of the books, there are 8 types of frogs and 8 types of ways of croaking, it seems. And there is a mention there which says there are 8 types of Vedas, Ashtaveda, one particular section. And one big frog starts croaking, all the other frogs also starts croaking. Meaning what? The Vedas are being spoken about by so many people. There are good people who talk about Vedas and there are people who only make noise about the Vedas. They won't even understand properly. They misunderstand many times. And they only talk loudly about, Vedas say like this, Vedas say like that. They may even chant all the Upanishads. But actually speaking, behind the scene, they don't even understand what it is. He says, Veda padahi janu vatu samudayi. Today, in this Kali Yuga, it is like Vedas are being chanted, but the truth is not being followed. Why is it said? Now remember, Ramchandraji is in different mindset, we may say. Therefore, lot of such negative thoughts come. Nava pallava bhaye vitapa anika. This also gives an idea how human being, now Rama is in the human form, how human beings' mind works when there are calamities, when there are some disturbance, how the mind works. Nava pallava bhaye bitapa anika sadhaka manajasa mile bibeka. It says, when that particular season goes and the next season comes, like how the old leaves drop down, they fall down, and at the descent of the rains, small leaves start sprouting. Different species start moving on the ground. Sadhaka manaja samile bibeka. And in the mind of a sadhaka, the one who strives for the sake of attaining spiritual wisdom, many a time there are sprouts of negative thinking. Arka javasa pata binu bhayavu. The leaves of arka and javasa plant, there are two types of plants, and all of them have fallen down. Jasa suraja khala udyamagayavu. Even as under the good governance, lot of new plants and ideas come. Here specifically, wherever there are good governance, lot of wicked people also come. Lot of wicked thoughts also come to topple the government. Today we see in our political scenario how good governance come up and then there are people to pull down. Isn't it? Crab mentality. Instead of joining hands and making something beautiful, where we will see people, wicked people, useless people with lot of atrocious thoughts, they won't allow the good governance to come up. They will pull down. It need not be only in the political scenario. It can be even in any organizations, in any office, in any corporate office. Why? Even in families it happens. Wherever good families come up, there are always people who want to pull them down. Such thoughts are also there. Jasa suraja khala udyama gayavu. Khojata katahu milai nahi dhuri. Just as there is a lot of dust, but because in the rainy season water has come and settled down, it appears as though there is no dust. There is no dust cropping up. It appears to have settled down. There is no dirt at all, dust at all. Karai krodha jimi dharmahi dhuri. This krodha, that particular feeling of krodha, appears to have settled all dharma. Just as krodha cleans up all good thoughts in mind, the water has settled all dust also. What is it? Something in, something out. So, krodha in, dharma out. It is the other way. We can even say other dharma in, krodha out also. But most of the time, krodha wins. Though finally satyameva jayate. But at the empirical level, at the common level, we find krodha demolishes all dharma. Sasi sampanna sohamahi kaisi उपकारी कै संपत्ति जैसी. Now see, on the earth, lot of rich crops beautifully grow, and another part is upakari kai sampati jaise. It just as the great amount of wealth in a generous man. As far as the earth is concerned, very good crops are there. As far as the gentleman is concerned, in a generous man is concerned, lot of wealth comes and falls. But Nisita maghana khadyota biraja janudambhina karamila samaja. Just as in the darkness, the fireflies, glowworms we call, isn't it? They, in absolute darkness, they appear to be very bright. They appear to glow and they think they are giving light to the whole world. When? During dark. Whereas when the sun is there, when the moonlight is there, that time, when during Purnima, for example, they don't have that much of brightness. So the wicked people may appear very, very important in darkness. When there is complete hypocrites who are there in this world, when the knowledge of the Supreme is not there, then the hypocrites make, appearances. Similarly, all in the thick of darkness, just as the fireflies appear important, in the absence of knowledge, all the hypocrites started appearing important. Mahabrishti chali phuti kiyari, jimisu tantra bhaye bigarahi nari. The fields that have been beautifully grown, well protected, have been breached by torrential rains. Terrible rains come and the entire fields, crops, everything gets washed away. Why? Because the banks of the fields have been broken. How? Jimmy sutantra bhaye bigarahi nari. Just as a woman get completely spoiled because of freedom, and when they are not well protected, the fields also get spoiled when it is not well protected. The torrential rains come and they spoil the entire field. Krishi niravahi chaturaki sana. Clever men protect the crop by uprooting all the weeds. Isn't it? Jimi buddha tajahi mohi madavnana. And the wise people, Buddha jana, tajahi moha madamana, they pluck away from the minds all the moha, delusion, infatuation, passion, lust, etc. Mada, vanity, arrogance, mana, pride again, ahankara. The wise people, just as they pick up, we need to protect our mind. How? Just as the nari should be protected properly and not have much freedom, because freedom spoils. That is why discipline is very important. That is why having proper control is important. After all, mind. Isn't it? Therefore, we need to take care, is what is being told here. देखियत चक्रबाक खगनाही कलिहि पाई जिमि धर्म पराई. Just as Chakravaha birds are no more seen when the season changes. Kalihi pai jimi dharma parahi. In this Kali age, all the virtues disappear. Why? It is enveloped by wrong people, wrong thoughts, etc. Therefore, the call here is beware. ऊषर बरष तृण नहीं जामा जिमि हरि जन हिय उपजन कामा. Even as the rains fall on the barren land, wherever there is barren land, even though rain falls, not even the blade of grass sprouts there. Trina nahi jama, jimi hari jana hiya upajana kama. Just as people who are under the feet of Bhagavan. Harijana here does not mean our Harijana. Now we say Harijana are people who are Shudras and backward classes, not that Harijana. Here Harijana means the one who is a devotee of Hari, who is a great Bhakta of Hari. Bhakta Jana, here Upajana Kama, all these rain of kama, desires, infatuation, etc., even if they fall on them, even if those thoughts come into their minds, they pick and throw like the wise agriculturist who will remove the weeds. These Harijana, Bhakta Jana, they remove all those bad thoughts and remain at the feet of Bhagavan. Bibidha Jantu Sankula Mahi Bhraja. The earth looks very, very charming. With what? With the beautiful various living creatures. The earth looks so beautiful, isn't it? Praja Badhajimi Pai Suraja. The population grows, wonderfully in a place where there is good governance. Wherever there is bad governance, people want to leave and go away. They want to just vacate wherever there is bad governance. Wherever there is good governance, they want to go and settle there. Jahata rahe pathika thaki nana jimi indriya gana upaje jnana. Many travelers here and there roaming around, they quietly settle down at one place which is most wonderful and convenient. All the thoughts, wrong thoughts, are cut asunder and thrown, and where that mind, where the wisdom has dawned, who has settled down in samadhi, that mind will no more entertain any of the negative thoughts. Like on a barren land, when the rain pours, not even a blade of grass will grow. Similarly, in a mind that has surrendered at the feet of the Lord, and a mind which has settled, which has, is in samadhi sthiti, such a mind will not entertain any of the wrong thoughts. Kabahu prabala bahamaruta jahata megha bilahi jimi kaput ke upaje kulasad dharmanasahi. The first doha of the 15th verse says, sometimes Kabahu prabala bahamaruta, whenever there is a severe wind, Maruta here means very, very strong wind. When it blows, jaha taha mega bilahi, the clouds get dispersed. There will be a lot of dark clouds, but you will be wondering, oh, now the rain is going to come, rain will come, heavy rain, it looks very dark there, it looks much darker here, I am sure there will be a heavy rain. Suddenly you will find there is a heavy, strong winds, they get disturbed. Jimika puta ke upaje. It is said, with the birth of a wicked son in the family, the noble traditions of the family, everything gets extinct. There are families who have traditionally come so well, the complete lineage was so beautiful, they will be so respected in the society. But because of the birth of a wicked son, the entire family gets distorted. Kula Saddharma Nasai. Saddharma Nasai, complete vanishing of Kula Dharma, good practices. Kabahu Divasa Maha Nibidatama. Now it becomes pitch dark even during the day, while the other times the sun would shine brightly. The wheel, the axle keeps moving, isn't it? So when there is darkness, the other side of the globe is bright. When this moves around, then this side becomes bright and that side becomes darker. Binasai upajai jnana jimi. Just as in the light of knowledge, in the light of wisdom, the company of the vile, wicked people becomes very good. Wicked people are seen, but manifests itself in the company of good people. Now see, our minds are also influenced by good and bad thoughts. When I am with the company of the good people, good thoughts come into picture. Lot of wonderful thoughts come. I myself wonder, am I this good a person? I question myself. But the other times you will find the same mind throwing up so much of negative thoughts. Isn't it? This is the quality of thoughts. This is how the mind works. Now see, in this two chaupais, Ramchandraji has given various thoughts of the mind during the rainy season, comparing the rainy season. Now next comes autumn. And he will describe how the mind functions, which we will see tomorrow. सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। ओम शांति शांति शांति। हरि ओम। श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरि ओम। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।